I am chopping glass. Morton's down getting bread ready to bake in the kitchen. And this is Murini that I made a couple of years ago. And I'm just chopping some of the thicker pieces. See how it has a little dot of blue in the center? These make beautiful little flowers. So this is one of the things that I'm doing. And I like to make them different thicknesses on purpose. You can see here, let me grab one of these little ones and show you. Once they're cut, I got glue on my tweezers. Once they are cut, can you see? I don't know if you can see, it's not going to focus. Sorry, it's not going to focus for you. But I'm cutting, I've already been cutting some of these up. Happy Sunday. I need to cut circles of this glass. This is this lime. It's a beautiful lime colored glass from Yakagani. We're going there on a field trip tomorrow. We're going to that incredible place tomorrow. So I'm making bowls for our spring fling box. And I'm wearing you around my neck. And I want all the bowls to basically be this size. I'm going to just cut this one right in half. And these grids are great because you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me set this one up here, actually. 11, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so about right there is where we want to cut. Right? Yeah. That's good. So we're going to take the glass scorer, and this is a scorer. Yakagani. Yeah, I'll show you the name. Well, it doesn't say it on here. It's Yougheh. It's like, yeah, none of those labels have it on the whole way. Oh, here we go. There we go. That's the name. Yakagani. So, what I'm going to do here is put a scoring line down. Now, this isn't sharp. This little wheel is not sharp. It's just a little metal wheel. And you want to just score this glass one time. Only score it once. I've seen people cutting glass and they go over and over the line. Don't do that. It's not a good thing to do. I'm going to push this up so I get a bit. I had my grid sitting over the edge of my desk, and I don't want to break it. Yep, they only do 96 glass. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's that? Measure twice, cut once. That's it. And on these grids are a great way to cut a nice square line. So I like to hold in this pose. I have I have a lot of things. I've had that finger broken. I have arthritis really bad, osteoarthritis, and I have, the artist lump on your hand, on your finger from writing, drawing, painting. I have that. So I hold this like this, and then I use this to kind of drive it and steer it. And this head flexes too. So I'm going to hold this at a 45-degree angle to the glass, just like this, right? Just like this. See how that comes here? So you want to score just right across there like this. And hold it nice and straight and steady. If you put it up a bit on this tip, that's okay, but ideally this gets you a really nice smooth cutting surface. And the angle, like where the camera is right now, I'm wearing this around my neck, and so it's not really conducive for me to hold this ideally, so I might have to hold it up in the air a bit. But once I start, I come right to the edge. Once I start, I try to not ever stop. So I get right on the right on the edge, push hard. And that nice steady crack is that line is what you want. And then if you're doing stained glass and cutting glass, get a pair of these. These are called running pliers. Now they have a little ridge right here. This little ridge and this little indentation. When you put these on, you got to do it with the screw side up in the air. I've had an arrow drawn on here which just came off. That has to go up. If you turn them upside down, you will never break the glass. Say it with me. And Morton's heard me say it 100 times. He was cutting glass and having a hard time with it, but he was trying to break it like this. The screw has to be up. The screw has to be up. So this, you just line this with the center, the line you just scored, and just squeeze. And it just breaks it. That easy. Running a straight line is an easy thing, but you gotta just follow that little rule. So now this is a circle cutter. I got this in Scotland. Morton looked it up, and it's $200. So look for it at a yard sale. Now this has the little wheel on it. This has the little wheel on it that's down here, down at the bottom, and you see you can turn this. See, there's a little cutting wheel, there's a little cutting wheel. But you can turn this. Let me see if I have a little screwdriver here. Or something kind of like it. I don't know how tight it is. Oh, that's not going to work. Why don't I have a screwdriver at my desk? This might work. Because I think that's the problem. I think this wheel down here, that needs turned. Oh, I wonder if we can't do it this way. Maybe. Is that one at the bottom now? Let's look at these. See, that one's worn for sure. This one looks like that it has the least wear to it, but there are 3 scoring blades on here. That one's not at the bottom. Is that round? Oh yeah, that's round. I can turn it any which way. Good. Let's turn it and get this one down to the bottom. Oh, this is going to be great. This should be great. Okay. So I'm going to take this, put this here. And now what I like to do before I run it is just go and make sure it stays on the perimeter. And I'm going to pull it out just a little bit. Make it a little bit of a larger circle. Yes, okay. And then if I needed to cut a really big circle, this is a circle cutter. But this is a really old school one. This one is probably like 50 years old. And you can't buy them anymore. This is like all metal. I have one over on my other table that you can adjust the size on. Here, I will unplug you and grab you and show it to you. I'll show you what a new one looks like. I prefer the old school one. And I'll show you some things here that I've been working on and making for. These are the plant stakes for our spring fling box. This is one of the circle grids that I'm going to be slumping into a bowl. And that has all that cool vitrograph on it that Morton made. Up on the window, up there are some flower baskets. And this is my other circle cutter. And this one is good too. Actually, maybe I'll use this one to show you. This one relies on the power of suction, and it's prone to come off. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see what we can do here. So we got a square cut. I showed this the other day. This one, you take it, put this down in the center, and put this part up. Set it in the center, and then push this down. And then lift it up. It should suction to the glass. And now this, you take and move inward and just make sure that it hits all the glass. That's out a little bit too far. Let's put it in just a little bit more. Make sure that's tightened so it doesn't slip. On the glass, on the glass, on the glass. Okay, now this one you spin it around, and it works best if you stand up and just push down on it. And this is the cutter down here. The cutter is free moving. See this? The cutter is free moving. So you want to make sure the cutter is lined up like the way you're going to be going, and really make sure that your glass is attached. So you push down on here, and that's what happens a lot of times. That pops off. That's why I don't like to use these. That happens so many times, I can't even tell you. Okay, we're not going to use that one. This is why I prefer old school. I showed you that to show you this. This one, you can get a lot of leverage and pressure. I did not stand up. I should have stood up. There we go. And now cutting the circle out, I could tap it from behind all day. It's not going to fall out. I got to make breakout lines. And I moved my glass so this didn't line up exactly straight. So right here, I'm going to make a breakout line. Right here on this part. That part of this, oh, it did score. I'll make a little breakout line. And I have you in my neck holder. Hopefully you can see everything I'm up to. I'm going to make another breakout line right here. And the breakout line, you got to start on this side of the circle. Don't start it in here. And it doesn't have to be the whole way. Now, I like to just take and hold my piece and tap underneath a little bit. And you can see the line. The line starts to run. Can you see the line start to break already? Can you see that? Hopefully you can. I'll take it. And I like to just tap my way around. On these thin pieces, the thin edges, it's a bit harder. And I have like this little, it's like a little plastic button. It almost looks like this, but it's a plastic button. I got to find it because you take this and put it upside down and then push it, and that helps release that circle. But I just like to do the tap. There, one piece out already fell off. Here where this little line is, I can go like this and split that. Now when I tap it, it should fall right off. The same way again if I split this little line. There, they both came off. And my thin stuff, these little thin edges, which is typically why you leave a bigger edge to work with. Because these are going in the kiln to be fused and they're going in as free form pieces, I'm not going to worry that much about them. I'm going to just squeeze and see what I can get off here. I'm happy with that for my circle. I'm very happy with that. Okay. So I have 2 circles done. I need to do a lot more. And hopefully you would agree that this suction cup method, it does not cut it. So if you have the choice between a suction cup circle cutter and one of these, this style, I'd always go with the fixed style. Always, 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 always. So we'll review again because I'm gonna put two of these on each fuse that I'm doing just now. And again, I can use this stuff as my template to see where I need to cut my line. We'll cut it right here. Start nice pressure. I'll turn this so you can see the angle and all, hopefully. Nice pressure. Lift it at the end. I don't like to have it go clunk and drop off, but it's a little bit of practice for that. Line this up and remember, screw up. Screw up to not screw up. A little squeeze and that's as easy as that is. And I'm just going to, rather than telling you each step now, just continue to do these because I gotta, well, actually, I'll just do one more and then we'll decorate it. I'll show you how we decorate it. And this is for the spring fling box. The spring fling box is on our website. The website is the1870Studio.com. I think there's a link in my YouTube. I think. And I'm going to stand up with this one. And the big thing here is to hold the glass. Actually, I'm not going to stand up. I'm just going to hold this because my angle is going to change if I stand up. And I want you to be able to see this. Go the whole way around. Make sure it works. And then I'm going to actually start right here on this one. Take your time. Oh, I went off of it. Dang it. Oh my gosh. You know what? I just realized what's moving. It's not the glass that's moving. I just realized what's moving. This is moving. Oh my gosh. This needs tightened up. And this can be tightened up right here. Oh yeah, they're finger loose. Okay, well, I have never tightened them in my life. So these need tightened up. That's what's moving. I thought I was moving the glass, but that part is moving. So I got to firm that up and then we'll be good. So I got this one's a little off center. That's okay. It is totally fine for what we're doing. This piece here now on this piece should break out on this side. Because the circle the glass kind of traps itself in. So that piece just came straight off. And you can hear the sound change right before it breaks. You definitely hear that sound change. I can use this to just pop that piece off. Okay, all right. So now we'll decorate these two up. And I'm doing this all in this glorious green that we have, that Morton has made. And I'm going to take, just by putting, I just use white glue. You can use whatever you want. I had an idea as I was doing these that this might be fun. because it's a spiral, a little spiral and a spiral. So a little bit of the green. And where's a piece of paper? Keep a piece of paper around when you're doing this. I'm going to use this, my little Grinch Christmas card, to do this. Actually, I'll do it on this side. A card's actually a good idea because you can fold it then to put your glass back in. So this is called green opal. So I'm just going to put the little green opal all over here. And I love working out of these little tubes. This is one that I actually bought. Normally we make our frit. But I bought that one. I like to make our frit and then we put it in these little tubs. We're getting ready to make a lot of frit. I'll teach you how to do it. It's super easy. Frit is really expensive to buy. So I put this down, and in a perfect world, I would sit here and let it wait. But this world's not perfect. I need to make sure I'm done by 11 a.m. because 11 a.m. I'm doing stained glass Sunday. So here, because I'm going one-on-one, I can pour this off on here. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So now we have this cool spiral that's going to be the background on our glass. And I love that. I love that. I adore that. That's going to look super cool. And my spring bowls that I'm doing, they're all different. So I won't do them all like this. And now this one, because it's not like the whole way around, you got to sugar it a little bit. Just make sure the frit gets on the glue. And this is a really fun part of the process. Whenever I'm teaching workshops, people always enjoy this part. It's a big old mess if you don't do it right. So doing it right means doing it over a piece of glass. Now, if I wanna tidy the center up, I could take something. Actually, I'm gonna take a little dowel rod stick here and just come in here just to tidy that up because it got super gluey goopy in the middle. That's all tidied up now. This stuff here doesn't matter if there's glue on it, that's fine. And the beautiful thing of using this Christmas card that my cousin and her hubby sent is, and I'm doing this all over my grid that catches everything. Now we can just go like this, knock it in there. It's not as messy as glitter. And that's our first layer done and down on this. Cap it up, because if you don't put a cap on it, you will regret it. You will knock it over. You'll lose it. Okay, so now these two, I'm going to keep them raised on this just because it's going to make them easier to lift off to set up on my kiln tray, which my kiln tray is up there. I thought I just heard a train, but it's a four-wheeler in the woods going. Okay. Pull this a little closer so you can see. So on here now, we're going to put, I have this beautiful glass that Morton has pulled. I'm going to set this up here closer for us so we can get at it. I'm getting ready to change everything in here. I'm super excited about it. So I'm going to just show you what I'm putting on here. These are the twisties. These are the twisties. There is no right way and no wrong way to put these twisties on. I'm just gonna put that. I like they're all lengths and different. How's it going, honey? Slowly. And these are different degrees of twisties. How do you like the little spiral in it? Say good morning to YouTube. Morning. Hello. How's everybody? It's super citrus. This is lemon and lime spring delight here. And some of these things that he pulled came out like straws at the end of the Vitrograph pull. So I'm going to put some of these little straw pieces on here. They're gonna look so beautiful. I think I'm gonna put this one over on here. They're gonna look really beautiful. Oh my gosh, this one. Look at this one. Look at that one. That one's gonna go. Oh yes, that one went into place perfectly. And this was the first part of the pool. This was a plug. This is a giant hunk of chunka that we're gonna melt again before I use it because it's too wild and big. Look at that straw. Now when I go to chop this straw, it's gonna shatter. So I'm gonna do it over here. Some of my little pieces fall on there. I'm gonna take this little piece. Oh, perfect. Let's put this little piece here. And let's put this piece. Look at that straw that's melted. We're gonna put that right up in here. That's gonna be gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I have so much cool stuff over here to select from. How do the flowers and the dragonflies come out? Oh, I didn't do any dragonflies, and I did flowers, but I've changed my flowers up. I got some there to go in the kiln again. This piece was just too little, and the blue was the wrong color background. It's cute, but it's not what I wanted. You can see the flowers in there. It gets lost on the blue. It looks more like a tree than flowers. I love it, but it's not what I was going. I'm just going to put this for free in one of the spring fling boxes. They're going to get a little surprise. Let's use this one. Actually, let me grab this with my grabbing into these things because there can be really sharps in there. You're best to grab a hold with tweezers if you can do it. These odd shapes are sometimes hard to get a hold of. Here it comes. No, it fell. I'll get some more out. This little twisty we're going to use. We're going to use that little twisty. Actually, I'm going to cut it in two. This was a straw as well, so I'll cut it over in case any shatters. Goes off on there. Put that one there. Put that one here. It's springtime. This is a great twisty to use. I'm going to put this one up on here. Okay. One more piece for down there, I think. And I am loving using the twisty bits, but I also love putting on straights as well. A little bit of straights. I'm going to put this one right here. Like a little horseshoe basket handle feel. And this little curve here. I'm going to put up here. Oops. I really want to be able to show you stuff. Okay. So now I'm going to bring back, Morton chopped this up for me, thankfully. My hand is still a mess from all the mosaic chopping that I did. Now I'm going to take and put some glue on here just to hold these pieces right where I want them. A little dab is all you need, or you can use a lot, it doesn't matter. A little dab or a lot. It depends on how quick I'm working. And this is Elmer's glue. I refill. I have a big gallon jug I keep on my shelf up there that I refill these little guys with, because the big jug's cumbersome, of course. And when I'm doing workshops, you might have, I used to do workshops where I'd have 40 people in here working. And I don't do that anymore. Small little workshops. 6 to 8 people. I like that size. So this is the Mirini. This is what happens when he cuts the glue. I mean the sticks. When you cut them, you get these colors. And I'm just using the yellows and greens for here. And that was a piece of green that went flying. He can come back. And I need to put some more glue on to hold these. But I like to do them randomly. So I kind of like to put this sort of every which way. And I think right now, because I like these bowls to look layered, I think right now I might take some of my offcuts of lime and just put some sporadically around here. Not a whole bunch, and I'm not getting really fussy with how I put them on. I just want to put some of my little offcuts of lime on here. Different directions. Right, some over the frit. Because we want to create like a depth. Oh, sorry. We want to create a depth to the bowl. But I don't want to introduce loads of different colors in here. The lime on lime and lemon is great. This is a bowl that you can keep out in the spring, summer, fall, winter, whatever. And these are in the set. I'm going to be selling them as well on the website. You get the whole spring fling box for $149, but I'm going to have these bowls individual as well, and the bowls individual will be $69 each. The spring fling is the best deal. So let's put some of this in. I'm going to get that to melt over that. And again, I'm not going with a whole lot, just here and there. Here and there. I'm happy with that. Oh, there. Okay, so now I'm going to take and put a little bit more glue down. I got to make it to the kiln. Until we get our wiring done in here and my kiln comes back here, because we're changing. Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe what happens in the studio. And thank you for the bless you whisper. The studio is getting ready to get super awesome, super organized. Getting a new electric service. We're getting a bathroom put back in here. Make it great for workshops. Great for not having to go for a 150-foot walk when you want to go to the bathroom. And I'm looking for just the right spaces for these. I don't want to create specific patterns. I just want pops, little pops. That one I put up on a double stack of lime and over frit. So there'll be a lot of dimension and layers here. Okay, let's set this to the back. Bring this to the front. Oh, I can take my gloves off now. Wait, no, I can't. I'm still cutting. So on this one, let's do the same. We got our frit down. We got our spirals down. We already did that. Maybe I am done cutting. I am. Oh, no. These little bits. These little chunks. The little chunks of lime. And sometimes what I'll do ahead of time too, because I know I'm going to be putting lime chunks on my bowls, I'll take and I'll just randomly chunk up a lot of these lime pieces. Good morning, Michelle. How are you? Happy Sunday. Morton's working away in the kitchen. He's making bread and he's making sourdough bread, sourdough sweet rolls. And tomorrow we're going on a field trip to Yakagani Glass. And we're going to go see my uncle who's 93 years old. And family. And I'm excited. Cut. I have pinched a nerve in my hand, I think. Because when I'm doing that, this finger goes numb right in here and tingles. Like electric shock, numb, and tingles. It's a weird combo. It's from chopping about 200 pounds of 200 pounds of the mosaic stuff we were doing up. Okay, so I'm gonna pop some of these lime green pieces in here just now. Oh, that guy's gonna look cool there. I'm gonna do this with, oh, I'll use my tweezers. I'll use my tweezers. And again, it's a non-pattern pattern. Some I will put where there is no frit, like here. Put that where there is no frit, and some will be over the frit. Yeah, I can't wait to see him. It's been too long since I didn't see him till this past fall. In October I saw him. My cousins and stuff. So this is Murini that Morton has chopped for me, thankfully. I appreciated that. And I'm just randomly putting these bits around of the lemon and the lime color. The next time Morton pulls this color, I'm going to show him how you load the pot to pull it to look like a lemon slice. And I know he's going to love it because it's just putting in a couple more little bits. We need white to do that, to make the pith happen. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this one and stick this one up here on the double stack. Put it a little off center there. I love that. Okay. Now on both of these, I'm going to take, because we have a little wispy green here that has been made. I'm going to just put some little green wisp over here. Little green wisp. They'll fuse, they'll look super cool. And they're gonna just add another bit of special to here. And I'm not gonna overdo it. I want everything to work together lovely. That's absolutely done. Let's switch these up. I'll do that with this. Stick my Murini out of the way. And I still need to make up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 6 more bunnies. We have 12 of these Spring Fling boxes available, and I think 8 of them have sold now. Oh, this piece is cool. That piece is going to melt really cool. These ones, I like to kind of leave them organic like this. That's going to look very neat. That's done. Okay, I'm going to put one little last of bit of glue on here, and then we'll go set these on the kiln shelf. And I'll show you about how far I put things away from each other. These are going to be on tack fuse, and I'm going to show you what it looks like done as well. We'll look at some that are done as well. Oh, I had more green wisp back here. Let me see if I have anything cool. Oh, I like this lighter color. Let's put a little bit of this on. Actually, we'll just let that in a whole piece. And a whole piece. Perfect. Perfect. It looks like a delicious, delicious spring salad. Now the trick is standing up without knocking anything over. And I have my kiln shelf sitting up here. So let's take these two and come up here. And I'm gonna just set these right here. 1, nope, 2. I'm gonna take this one right to the edge. Actually, I'm gonna take this one right to the edge too. Perfect. So these get fused on a tack fuse, and then after they're tacked, they look like this. And then we're gonna slump them on a bowl. So this will be this will be the inside of the bowl, but I'm gonna slump them like this, kind of upside down. This part will be shiny and clear, and this part will get a little bit smoother, but not a lot. But this piece will give us a nice flat bottom to set our little bowls on. There's our bunnies. There's our baskets. And we still have a tiny bit of snow left outside, so and it's 10:22. I might just have time to make a bunny with you, or a basket, but I'm probably not going to. I probably better not do that because I gotta get ready for stained glass Sunday. So, which I will be putting that up on YouTube. I do it on TikTok. Sorry, I got the hiccups. I do it on TikTok, but I will put it up on my YouTube after. And you always want to wear shoes in here. Oh, always, 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 always. Because you drop glass. So I'm going to say bye for now. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. And I hope you have a most beautiful day.